Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's Cubby's Corner book review. Well, not really this week's, just I finished a book recently, and so I'm going to review it. And this week it is John Scalzi's Redshirts. Science fiction book, again. I like my science fiction. It's been nominated for a Hugo Award this year, and it's actually written by the president of the Science Fiction and Fantasy Writers of America, so he knows a few things about that sort of thing. So, I really enjoyed it. It was very funny. It's quite short. It's only about 230 pages long, and there's like an extra 70 pages of a few short stories of other characters in the books just to sort of wrap up their stories. The main story, however, is of an ensign, which in Star Trek is like the beginning group of people when they join. You know, it's like the bottom rank. And so Andrew Dahl is an ensign, and he goes to join the Universal Union, which is like, you know, Starfleet and Star Trek, and he goes aboard the Intrepid. And he thinks this is a great opportunity. He's going to go far in life on this ship, and all's well. And he goes on the ship with a few friends, and he realizes, you know, something's not quite right here, because all the away missions involve like confrontations with dangerous aliens, which hadn't happened on anything he'd been on before. And then the ship's captain, the chief science officer, and the lieutenant always go on these missions, which is quite odd because they're the main people who run the ship. And they always survive the encounters. And at least one ensign is always killed on these missions. And so main character Andrew is just like, what's going on here? This isn't like any boat I've been on before. So him and his mates try to understand what's going on, and they do find out, and they realize, you know, it's a bit like Star Trek. So yeah, that's the basic premise. I don't want to ruin it too much for you because, you know, it's quite short, so I can't really talk a lot about it. So I thought I would talk about a couple of other stuff. I recently bought some books. It's the Rivers of London trilogy. I saw Shout Amy's video on them, and I thought they looked good, and I saw them in the bookstore for quite cheap, so I bought them. So Shout Amy, took your recommendation, and I thought they were great. So I'm going to read those soon, and at the minute reading Arthur Conan Doyle's Sherlock Holmes short stories. So not going to do a review on them because I think everyone should read some Sherlock Holmes at some point in their lives. So that's what I'm reading at the minute. Got quite a lot of books to read soon. The Green Rider, sorry, just looking at my bookcase in the corner. The Green Rider to read soon, some Stephen Fry, some Neil Gaiman. Wool by Hugh Howey, I've heard it's good. Apparently there's a trilogy, third one's coming out soon. I bought Wool, which is the first one, so I'm going to read that soon. Maybe do a review, don't know. Want to reread the Dark Materials trilogy. Haven't read it since I was 8 or 9, so that's over 10 years ago, so looking forward to rereading that. Also have The Final Empire, which is the first book by Brandon Sanderson's series. I saw it in Waterstones, and I bought it, and I've yet to read it. A couple of others, some Isaac Asimov, some Arthur C. Clarke, but apart from that, there will be a review soon. Don't know exactly what I'm going to review next, it just depends what I sort of pick up first on my bookshelf. So there won't be another review for at least another week, but I hope you will be there to meet me on the other side when I get there. So that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I hope you read Redshirts. It's dedicated to Will Wheaton, and Will Wheaton is amazing, so you definitely should read it. That's it for this week, and I'll see you soon. Laters!